Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me. My name's Joel, and this is the O2 Drop. We just fucking turned one!
Whoa!
Woot.
And we're all thrilled about it.
I just can't believe it's been a year. It just means I'm a year older, and that's really depressing.
It is.
Yeah, what's one more year, Chris?
Yeah, percentage-wise for you is not a lot.
I got a haircut today, and the guy, you know, when you get a haircut and they show you, like, get the mirror out and they show you the back of the head?
Yeah.
I had like a bald spot.
Yeah, I had
That
a bald
wasn't there
spot that
before.
I've been dealing with for a
Apparently
while.
it's my crown, but I don't believe it. It looks bald to me.
Yeah, it's a bald spot for
You
me as
seem
well.
fine. I'm fucking balding on top and I'm only 27.
You're listening to your favourite Made for Adults VGC podcast, coming from Perth, the home of Ethan.
Tonight, for one time only, with a live studio audience. Say hello, live studio audience. Very good.
It's the most live audience we're ever going to get.
Mark,
Present.
Chris,
Yes, this is the world's best Pokemon podcast that discusses Mark's and my sister Claire's sex lives.
Nice.
Very exciting.
We do not discuss Mark's sex life, thanks very much.
only on the bottom cut. And Dan.
Only when the song
And
is
we
out.
review Mark's nudes.
We do, yes. And
We do that.
We have our first in-studio cuck, Amy. Our first subscriber as well.
And highest paying subscriber?
Highest paying subscriber as well. Amy has the dual privilege. I should probably just give you like a first subscriber tag as well for the Discord. So she can be first subscriber and number one subscriber until somebody else wants that.
Majority share.
I'm going to jump in here and say that Amy is not actually the first recording cuck. As a few months ago, we had Scott Free sit on the cuck chair in my lounge room.
We did.
Which is very fitting since he's banned from events. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, you are allowed to say that.
He's not banned from the podcast.
No,
true.
No, not banned from our events.
No.
Certainly, but not banned from our hearts.
no,
Definitely
at all.
not.
How could I forget that Scott was a cuck for us?
Forget TPCR, we are the highest power in the land, and we have not banned him.
Yeah.
No, we have not. And we.
Why don't you write to your uncle in Nintendo and get him on board?
So it is our anniversary episode. For those of you that have been around for a year, what the fuck?
Yeah, my condolences.
Yeah, sorry.
And thank you. Because it means a fucking lot.
Yeah.
We also this morning hit 5,000 unique downloads on our podcast.
Oh, shit.
That's good timing, that.
Across
Yeah.
Spotify, Apple Music, Listener, all those ones. 5,000 unique downloads. So that's huge. Nearly 100 downloads a week for the last year. Given that we started our first 3 weeks with around 20 to 25 downloads,
Yeah.
that's pretty hype. So thank you to all our listeners. But we have promised in this episode to finalize Mouthbreather of the Year.
Hell yeah, we have.
I'm so ready.
I have so many opinions.
So many opinions. So we do have some nominations that I think are standout nominations that we will discuss. Chris has more that he wants to add, so we'll veto those.
Yep.
And once we have all of our nominees, we will go through and do a preferential voting system.
Shit.
Some fucking how.
What the fuck?
Surely we just argue over who it goes to like we do on the bottom
Are
cup.
we going to elect a mouth breather of the year?
We're going to elect a mouth breather of the year. And if you are a listener right now, we hope you are.
If not, how the fuck you... Hang on.
I should shout out the community that we're building around the O2 Drop at the moment.
Nah, fuck them.
Because our community members are doing some sick shit for us.
That's true.
We have Alistair, the man, the myth, the legend, running the Mafia games in our Discord server.
What about you for one? Just quietly, Alistair.
Well, after Brisbane.
Oh, look, if you suck now, you're going to suck regardless whether you play Mafia or not.
Damn.
Yeah, but we don't need to distract the Westerners going.
All right, sorry.
Okay, because they need to beat the foreigners,
Yeah,
aka
we should make
Easterners.
one just for the Easterners.
Yeah, all four of them.
Yeah, all four of them. Yeah.
I'm
Just
getting,
make them all Mafia. Like, what the fuck?
I do have FOMO because literally like Saturday morning, as you guys are in Brisbane playing, I'm on a flight to Tokyo. So I can't even be in the group chat because, Qantas Wi-Fi is really shit.
I mean, you can try.
Yeah.
I can try.
Bradford's going to be running a draft league in the O2 Drop
God, yes.
server after Melbourne
Keen.
With Mythicals.
with Mythicals. Yeah.
I'm so keen for this.
So those of you who do not know, we're going to have a break June, July, and August from VG. There's going to be no formal events.
And we're going to be fucking starved for content.
We're going to be starved for content.
Are
so
we though? Surely we've got like more of Mark's nudes to review.
we've got plenty of bottom cut content.
All right. Okay.
And one of our most recent subscribers, Holly, has bought us a domain.
Which I'm fairly certain she's going to then ransom back to us now that she owns the domain name for the
And what she's also doing is transcribing our episodes and doing a cunt counter.
Cunt.
I wonder if, because it's using, I'm pretty sure, AI to like transcribe, I wonder if it'll actually pick those up as 8 individual cunts.
Probably not because AI is shit.
Yeah.
Good call.
Thank you.
They'll kill you first, Ethan.
I'm good with a sledgehammer.
I always said thank you to my dishwasher. Because when the uprising happens, I know I'll be spared.
I do make sure I get my fingers deep inside my dishwasher every so often to clean out the hole.
I really thought you were going
You're
somewhere else
violating
there.
your dishwasher.
I just heard.
They'll kill you first.
You know
It
what?
gives me an
I don't
error
know.
message saying I need help, and I help it.
Does that count as
Help
consent?
me, step owner, I'm stuck.
So if you too would like to be part of that action, you can.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
We're looking for a dishwasher. Not hiring.
If you want to be part of the Mafia Draft League, cunt counter, and just general shenanigans that we get on up to in our Discord server, you can do so by finding us on Twitter at the O2drop_VGC. You'll find a link to our Buzzsprout. Top right corner of that page is a button that says subscribe. For as little as $3 American per month, Phil, you can
Fucking free.
Yeah, he's
loader.
still like racing because his card bounced.
fix it, Phil.
You know, I did hear that like a full third of the internet is AI bots these days.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
So if you are one of those and you're looking to get Joel's fingers in you, you know what to do.
we can make it happen for the good AI bots. And yeah, all subscribers will be able to nominate for Mouthbreather of the Year for our 2nd year anniversary.
Specifically, they'll be able to nominate people they think are notably mouth breathers.
Yes.
Someone who's an absolute O2 dropkick, basically.
So, for Mouthbreather of the Year for our 1st year as a podcast, the list begins with one of the most prominent mouth breathers of the year.
Yep.
Neil Patel.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought it was Nelly now.
Yeah.
They haven't come out yet.
Nelly, Sophia.
It was Sophia that.
Sophia was.
Yeah.
Does someone want to list the crimes?
The crimes are immense. We should start with the fact that he catfished the World
Cup.
World Cup. Thank
Yeah,
you.
qualifier.
The World Cup that is run by. It's not run through Limitless or anything, is it? It's just. Oh, it's Victory Road.
Victory Road, I believe.
Yeah. So he catfished the Victory Road World Cup by pretending to be a 16-year-old girl from Australia. It's
15-year-old girl.
that's
Ooh,
worse.
that's even worse.
It's 1 year worse, which as a percentage is a lot.
Hey, like us.
Yeah.
The motive behind that just absolutely mystifies me. Like, I get catfishing on a dating app or something, but a Pokemon tournament? Like, is he going for the diversity vote or what?
I don't know. And when you think about it, Neil at that point was doing pretty good. Probably could have just got onto Team Canada
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Surely he would have wanted to do that as himself.
I think that, well, there was a whole part of like, I think some people suggested he was trying to make a mockery of Team Australia by like kind of like a 15-year-old girl entered and won, but then it wasn't actually a whole, I think I think that was what some people think was the idea. I'm not familiar enough with what actually happened.
Yeah,
but
that seems about stupid enough.
I think whatever justification Neil can give, it's probably not enough.
no.
Definitely not. There is no good
fucking
explanation.
Weird thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, let's hear from him right now.
Well, he gave people a reason to like Among Us again, so that might be a point towards Mouthbreather of the Year, to be honest.
Didn't work.
But-
I still fucking hate the mushroom.
Yeah, but that came about because in his own Discord server, he was being horrendously transphobic and his friends outed him by sharing screenshots of conversations on Twitter.
And that, my friends, is praxis.
Yeah. the sharing of what he did, not the transphobia.
What else he's done? He took a break from that after all that mess.
Yeah, returned to YouTube after taking a break because everyone was hating him, and tacked a shitty apology on the end of some random dogshit 45-minute tier list video.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Yeah, it was an hour
You
long
gotta
or
get
something.
that YouTube commission.
And then for like
Yeah.
2 minutes at the end, he's like, "Hey guys, I said some things that have upset some people. I'm sorry. Anyway, bye."
Yeah.
I hope you got to hear because there were so many mid-roll ads.
Yeah.
Similarly unfathomable. I mean, a bit more fathomable, but
And put Among Us in front of a trans flag.
well,
That
good.
just like it could not be more on the nose if you tried.
I mean, it did solve everything, as we all know.
Yes. Yeah. And what else has he done? Those are probably the biggest things.
I think that's mostly
They're
it.
pretty
yeah.
big things.
They're pretty fucking huge things. Being a well-known content creator who's been outed for horrendously transphobic remarks and catfishing specifically as a 15-year-old girl when he was a 23, 22-year-old.
A grown-ass fucking man.
Grown-ass fucking man.
With enough of a frontal lobe to think, maybe this is a bit fucked.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Look, autism runs
Yeah,
deep
maybe
in
he got from your
Pokemon.
stage.
It develops at 35.
I'm nearly there, baby.
I do want to give a honorable mention, or dishonorable mention rather, to Neil's dumbass fans in the comment section
Oh
of his
my
tier list
God.
video.
Oh, Lord. YouTube comment section is always going to be troglodytes.
Blaming
Which is-
blaming the transes for Neil's absence.
Is that the collective term?
Transes?
No, I
yeah,
think
that's-
somebody literally wrote that out.
Oh, possibly. I was doing it
The
funny.
trans.
But,
That's why I didn't laugh because I was like, I'm pretty sure I've seen that comment.
I read much worse things.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes. Failed to recognize responsibility to the community, tick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those people are out there and you do not want to be encouraging them.
No.
All right, who's next?
Max Waterman.
Oh,
yes.
I've got thoughts about this one.
So for those of you who do not know, Max Waterman was the woofy drama dude. He won a on-stream match against a really fucking cool Sylveon Neuvern team.
It was like round 3 or 4. It wasn't even like a notable one to win.
Yeah. And he was asked a question specifically about the team that he played.
And instead of answering it appropriately,
What? He, not only was he asked a question about the team, he was asked a question about his opponent's team,
Yeah.
and then just immediately went on his thing.
Went on a rant about how there was this player named Chase and Woofy supported somebody who was outed as an abuser, and apparently Woofy is a scumbag.
yeah, so he, instead of talking about this cool team and like reveling in his win, he decided to get himself DQ'd by bringing up 10-year-old Twitter drama for no other reason than because he wanted to get one over on Wolfie.
Yeah.
It was weird and petty and completely mystifying to me. And
And the almost ironic thing about it is that we went and did some research and we found that this person he was talking about, Chase or whatever, who was run out of the community, was banned from Smogon on multiple accounts for transphobic remarks.
For being a dickhead, yeah.
I did skim through his manifesto, and all I got from it was that it was really hard to follow. There were like
Yeah.
4 different people who were allegedly all
that's-
shitty to each other.
that's right.
And it was like, this all happened like 8 years ago. I can't tell what's going on. Why is this a thing?
Yeah.
And like, sure, if you want to shoot yourself in the face on live television, then fine.
I'm gonna say, I think in some circumstances, using your platform to out certain people can actually be a very good thing. I feel like if that person was giving his platform in front of a live audience, tens of thousands of people watching, and let's say if, you know, there genuinely was problematic behaviors coming from Wolf or something like that, and he called it out, and then upon doing that, light was shed on that, and then genuinely caused positive change, I think that's not a bad thing. But I think this person was supporting a dickhead, and then they went and called out some fairly baseless shit.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he thought he was doing.
It seemed
But
like it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just like, it just came across as Wolfie's a big figurehead in the community and he shouldn't be because of this thing that I don't like about him. And it just comes off as like felicify shit,
Yeah,
basically.
I can't believe he called him out on public platform. Who would do that? And getting yourself banned, man.
I think,
He had Twitter receipts.
yeah, he had Twitter receipts. It took him 3 weeks after that interview to post the manifesto, which was just like, okay, everyone's over this and now you're bringing it up again. And the
Keeping
fact that
relevance.
he just was like, he literally finished the interview by going like, scumbag Wolfie, that's all I have to say, thanks, and walked out.
Yeah.
I remember
And
the
then waited
commentator
3
trying to
weeks.
salvage that at the end. That's really funny.
And then they cut to the Wolfie
By
ad.
going to a Wolfie video.
Yeah, the Wolfie promo immediately.
But he actually did a really fucking good job.
I agree,
think.
100%.
It's like, okay, well, we're going to take a break and, you know,
I know so many like people who would have just been stumped.
oh,
by
I
that.
100% would have been fucked. I would have been like, I would have been
What do
laughing.
you even say to that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, bro just pulled a fuck around the pussy and then left.
Blatant play for attention.
That was
What
good.
a fuckwit.
Next.
Yeah.
Next is Connor Wilson.
Ah, yeah.
Oh.
Is that Papa C?
That is Papa C. Kaito, the MAGA hat idiot.
We've referenced him twice on the podcast, right?
We have,
On
yeah.
2 separate occasions, he's come up.
Yes. Because he originally posted like this thing with like, I think it was Atlanta, was it?
Originally, it wasn't him. Originally, there was a trans individual who we were speaking about them because they got banned for like complaining about some things that happened at a Pokemon event.
Yes.
And Papa C was the alleged perpetrator.
Didn't he
Yeah.
post a
Those
guide
things.
on how to trigger a
did.
trans person?
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Papa C then followed up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was that whole stoosh where a trans woman got banned by TPCI for like starting the beef. Was that the same guy? There was some exchange that happened where
Yes,
someone
Papa
was being
C was
transphobic.
the
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Papa C went on Twitter with this long thing of how to ignore pronouns, which was actually using pronouns, but MAGA hat people don't know what pronouns are. So they could never understand the nuance.
All personal grooming. Did you see his butt fluff on his chin?
I unfortunately, from another photo, saw butt fluff from elsewhere.
Yeah.
There's actually a really good photo of a TCG player because Connor is a TCG player.
Of course.
Poke duels, all the tables are empty, and Connor's sitting down at his special seating because he needed special seating for the event because he's a special boy. And Poke Jules, I don't know Poke Jules' real name. It's like a photo of him
Standing over him. It's
standing
such a power
over him and
pose.
calling him out. It was so good.
Because the second time we called out Papa C on this show was for boasting about wearing a MAGA hat
Yes.
to a
Yeah.
Pokemon event.
I'm pretty sure that one was Atlanta, and
Yeah.
he was like, this was after Trump won the election.
I think it might have been, yeah.
And he was like, we need to get all the MAGA hats here and have a big photo of all the MAGA hat people.
And it was him by himself.
It was
him by himself.
Yeah.
Because
Where he got
Pokemon
soy jacked.
is famously. Yeah.
Make America Jolly again.
Yeah,
One of
absolutely.
my favorite soy jacks of all time.
Because lest we forget that Pokemon is an inclusive game.
Yeah.
There are lots and lots of queer people. Every single game has a junior division.
Yeah.
Do not pull that shit.
No, and because of Connor, Pokemon recently updated their cosplay and attire rules.
Oh.
So you are now no longer allowed to, it's specifically written, no hateful slogans or no things that incite anything. So like that's covered. And
I'd love to see them use like you boot someone for wearing MAGA and then try to explain how that is like, because I fully endorse that, but I feel like they'd have a hard time, I guess, drawing that bow.
I don't know, January 6th.
That's up to the judges in their job.
Can we still,
It is up to the judges.
does this mean we can't have t-shirts that say "Don't crip me, I'll come"?
Correct.
Well, that's not hate speech. I think there were already rules against shirts like that.
That's
Now, if you put a hammer and sickle on it, though,
If you say "Don't crip me or come" slur, then it's
Damn it, I have to change my Brisbane outfit.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change your cosplay as well,
Yeah.
Dan, because the rules are that like cosplays cannot be revealing effectively.
damn. I was gonna cosplay as Papa C with a massive revealing butt crack.
maybe I need a longer skirt.
I think you should be okay, Ethan.
Yeah.
Especially if you bust out your stockings again.
They actually got a hole in a bad place, so I can't wait to
That sounds like it's perfect.
Can we?
Okay, that's news from a judge. Okay.
Yeah, stay tuned for our red hat merch coming soon.
I do actually. I've got a WA Labour cap sitting in my car, and every time I open the back seat, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Oh, that's that.
Calls you like the Green Goblin mask.
You coward. Yeah, we're not going to make red merch. I promise you that.
We might, but it won't be that.
It'll be Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Maybe. And the final nomination that I have pulled from the bottom of the barrel is Joseph Pulkowski,
Oh,
who
yes.
is Fremons.com.
Yeah.
This one is so funny.
Yeah.
It is way more funny than it is shit.
Yeah, because a lot of the other
once-
people we've mentioned have been like bad people.
Yeah.
This guy's
not
just
gonna win
a
it.
fucking dickhead.
Just for a laugh. That's so good.
So Joseph Pulkowski was the individual who on stream went to the information window of his Pokemon to show the world the trainer ID and trainer name of his Terrapagos.
Wait, are you implying he did it deliberately?
Yes. Because there is no need to go to the information tab of your Pokemon during a game.
Oh, wow.
Any
So he was
marketing's
pulling a
good
Max
marketing.
Waterman in a much more low-key way.
Yes.
Interesting.
So
okay.
it's basically for
I
real
thought he was
estate.
just an idiot.
Yeah, I
yes.
thought he was just an idiot. I went to the wrong screen.
Yeah.
No, he went there and showed that his Pokemon trainer ID was...
Did he hop on Twitter 3 weeks after as well?
No. Fremons.com. And he got disqualified for having a Terrapagos that was illegal. So everyone was like, oh, shit, your like Discord server can't even create a proper Terrapagos. Because his Terrapagos had 0 attack IVs.
Which is not possible.
Which is not possible because it's IV locked. As we all know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But then, yes, Fremons.com got a lot of attention from that. And
A lot of
is-
bad attention.
a lot of,
A lot of good attention.
A lot of attention for them. They
No, but it's bad attention because people are like, wow, your servers create mons that don't pass hack checks.
Yeah.
Because that was the other thing. Is like not only like because if he had the Terrapagos that said freemons.com, he would have just lost the Pokemon.
Yeah.
But it was the fact that the Pokemon was actually an illegal Pokemon, not just because it was genned, but it was actually an unfair advantage because I had 0 attack,
Yeah.
which is not possible within the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
That actually got him disqualified.
Yeah. In the rule book, it's like a stage 2 of the manual hack check,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is like quite obviously illegally obtained
Yeah.
and competitive advantage. So,
Well,
Yes.
no such thing as bad PR, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if your company's seen to like look at fucking Tesla, right? They're in the news a lot at the moment.
Yeah.
that is one of my favorite things right now.
Oh yeah.
Is all the
Companies going up in flames like their cars.
yeah, all the conservatives in America being like, you got to buy a Tesla.
Yes. I love that conservatives are suddenly flocking to EVs.
Yeah,
After
after-
years of just slagging them off and just
Yeah.
saying like, I'll never fucking own an electric vehicle.
Yeah, they don't go very far. They're expensive.
Yeah, you got to stop and charge it every 30 minutes.
Which is not true, but okay.
No, it isn't. Yeah, it's a lot of shit. But
So those are the 4 nominations that I have.
I have a 5th one to add that I
Perfect.
think should be on your list. Ian Robb. Not specifically VGC,
Yep.
But at the World Championships,
Oh, is this dice roll?
yes, TCG quarterfinals, I believe
Did
it was.
happen less than a year ago, didn't it?
That was back in
Yes.
August, yeah. Looked at the camera and later apparently it was claimed that he was rolling dice. However, did a motion that, Dan, I imagine you would describe as cranking hog.
Jorking it. My
Straight
penis.
jorking it.
Play along, listeners at home. Hold out your hand, curl your forefingers towards your thumb like so you make a little O shape. Now, take your wrist, move it to the right, and move it to the left, and to the right, and to the left, and to the right, and to the
do
left.
it-
You're rolling dice.
But do it roughly at belt height.
Yes, thank you, Amy.
Blowing them for good luck.
I don't know if we're debating them now or not, but Ian Robb, I'm going to give a free pass. First of all,
Really?
he's quite young and immature, but second of all, I think that if I was in a big tournament and I was in top cut and I had just beaten such a cunt of a team, there you
Oh,
go.
it was quad thorns,
There you go
wasn't
for
it?
Holly for your cunt meter. I said it twice now. he just beat someone who was playing quad iron thorns like a control lock deck.
It's a very painful deck to play
I can
against.
totally see myself looking over to my friends in the crowd and being like, fuck yeah, like, you know, celebratory
This
jerk
wanker.
action. This fucking
Celebratory
wanker.
jerk.
Celebratory wank on stage.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give Ian Robb a free pass on this one.
I don't know.
can
I
see
feel
myself
like
doing
if
it.
he's up against a quad thorns player and he's going to get disqualified on stream anyway, he may as well capitalize on it and beat the shit out of his opponent. True. Like just start throwing hands at the fucking guy.
But that one also caused major controversy because the game was done, the slip was signed, and then
No,
the
the slip wasn't signed yet.
Oh,
That's the argument was
that's
that's what.
okay.
And that's why.
That's what, because it was considered a game loss for that game that he had just won, which
Yeah.
therefore meant the guy with quad iron thorns went through and won the whole thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think this one falls onto the Max Waterman category of you are performing on a stage in front of literal children.
Yes.
And so, I mean, obviously Max is worse, but I'm not going to give him a complete pass for that. Should know better.
Yeah.
It was stupid. It was very
It was
stupid.
not smart.
And like losing, you know, finalist status for the World
Yes.
Championships. That's an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
We're talking like if you sell the card and the trophy, you're looking at, you know, upwards of $100,000, I reckon.
Probably
Yes,
already paid
yeah.
for it.
And then the prize money itself, that's like another 25 grand or something. Probably more.
I think World's winner TCG in Masters gets 30K.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
think.
finalists would be like 20 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Top eight's like 7.5 or something for TCG. That,
Yeah.
It's
Essentially,
up there.
you're losing out on a bunch. I really hope the wanking gesture was worth it.
That's one
Yeah.
expensive goon. Fucking hell.
Not the most expensive one. It's up there.
But it rivals it.
Top 10 goon of all time.
If you've ever been to Pornhub Premium Plus,
Ranked jerk, mate.
I didn't know that there was competitive ranked.
oh yeah,
It started off as a joke and they actually implemented it.
Really?
yeah,
that doesn't work.
yeah, it's a rabbit hole. Go down it later.
Okay.
Bottom cut.
You
Right,
got
I've
it.
got a Mouthbreather nomination.
Perfect.
Z, plural.
I don't doubt it.
Is this just the list?
I have decided.
Harem kid.
That was not in the last 12 months. I've decided to take them on a high ground. I am not going to nominate Wolfie for blocking me on Twitter.
I would veto that nomination.
That is so brave of you.
I'm going to give him an olive
Stunning
branch,
brave.
a political olive branch, and like a peace offering. He's not going to be nominated for Mouthbreather of the Year.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll unblock you now.
Yeah, he should.
I'm not.
I am also not going to nominate Alistair Sandover or Diego Ferreira for breaking my heart and picking their long-term partners over me.
This is growth, Chris. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Yes, this is another more olive branches all round. They're both friends of the show. They're not nominated.
They are friends of the show.
However,
However,
my first nominations is going to be Mark the Meat Murray.
What the fuck is your high ground, listener?
And Ethan Walters.
Oh.
explain
These-
yourself.
Because there's two little pussy bitches who got butt hurt over the Mabostov storyline in Scarlet Violet that went on for fucking weeks this year. Those two little sad sacks who were upset because they love Mabostov and Arvin and the whole Arvin storyline in Scarlet, the bloody
Sorry, having
sandwich.
empathy for sick
hold on.
dogs.
Here we
Hold
go.
on,
Here we
hold
go again. See, they're just
I thought this was about me covering your house with confetti, which would have been fair. Are you telling me that you, Christopher Marr,
Sorry,
are annoyed that we
whole
went
thing was
on about
censored.
things for a couple of weeks? Sorry, did we go on about it too much, Chris? Is that something that might
All I'm
bother
saying
you?
is-
That's a very good point, actually.
All I'm saying is like, I think people should pick their battles, and then do you guys want to?
Oh, okay.
You want to die on the Mabustif?
I think he's sad that we didn't pick enough battles.
I just think that was a dumb, stupid battle to have, and Mabustif is shit, and everyone other than you thinks that.
Okay, we'll remember that.
Yeah.
Hey, Ethan, do you have a nomination for Mouthbreather of the Year?
No, because I am taking the moral high ground.
Very good.
Mark said that I didn't nominate him for the confetti cannons. It's like the best actor category at the Oscars, right? You can be nominated more than once if you're in multiple movies.
Not the
So
way
here comes another
this
nomination.
works.
I do have one more nomination though.
Oh, God.
Me.
It's not you.
Oh, thank fuck.
That was
Is
a
it
joke
Dan?
in the group chat. Brent Tonneson. This guy is an Australian TCG player, all right? And I know he's very well known in the Australian community. He's a very successful TCG player, okay? And I admit that I'm going to make some enemies by ranting about this guy. However, I'm sick of his bullshit. He consistently belittles the Oceanic region and says we get what we deserve, and basically implies that only people like him who play Pokemon full-time for a career should be able to go to Worlds because he's an elitist piece of shit. And he brags about earning like 70k in prize money every year and goes to every single bloody regionals on travel awards and like lives this Pokemon high life and is so excited to go to Worlds. But he belittles other people who are like in the trenches trying to get, enough CP for, in the BFLs at local.
For a shitty digital ace
There are
reward.
measly 20 positions in Oceania. I realise he's a bit socially awkward and some of his messaging comes across weirdly and then can be misinterpreted, but I still think he's a piece of shit and I want to call him out for being a Mouthbreather of the Year nominated.
Okay.
I'm so glad that Ethan and I got put on the same level as this because we got upset that you guys didn't give a shit about a sick dog.
Look,
Yeah,
you guys-
that really Brent's my Tonneson.
when they do like best picture, they've got to have like 10
It really
nominations.
rolls my dice.
That really cranks my heart.
And just be happy that I ranted about Brent Tonneson.
Okay. Any other Mouthbreather of the Year nominations from any of the other panelists?
I'm famously a very non-confrontational person.
Yeah, I'm going to put my boss stiff on it.
Arvin, yeah.
Sure, Mabustif. I mean, it hasn't won any regionals. Like,
Exactly.
what is it doing?
Dying.
Yeah, no, right. It got better.
Here's this magical sandwich so you're healed. And now let's battle and kill you again.
Have you played a fucking Pokemon game before? It's like, oh, this is a bit weird and like unusual. Why would they feed a sandwich?
When I eat a sandwich, I just have to lie down for
Make
2
it
hours.
make sense. Get a good storyline. Get an original storyline. And I hate Arvin's hair. Just add on to it.
Well, fuck you, Chris.
Yeah.
Now you're a mouth breather with you.
I'm nominated for hating Arvin.
No,
because
Arvin's hair is a bit shit.
Wow, you're both on the list. Wow.
Okay. Oh no, we wouldn't want to be on Ethan's list. What are you going to do? Be non-confrontational?
Okay. I have not prepared any paper for hidden votes.
Are we seriously doing preferential voting?
No, but we'll do a 3 points, 2 points, 1 point.
Who's
Okay.
tallying the votes?
Me on this right here.
All right, can you read out the nominations?
So
again?
the nominees are Neil Patel,
Yep.
needs no explanation. Max Waterman, woofy shit. Ian Robb, jorking it, my peanuts.
In the stripped club.
In the Connor Wilson, make America jolly again. Joseph Pekalski, DQ'd for a Pokemon that Mark and Ethan for liking dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Fair, I guess.
and Brett Tonneson for being autistic.
And not in like the cool weaponized way.
Not in the way that Dan creates a website for his top 10 Pokemon.
How do we? Does the
A
Pokemon?
point needs to be made.
Does the Pokemon Company International not also need a nomination just for the consistent bullshit?
Oh, you know what? That's fucking fair.
Ignoring Oceania, ignoring LATAM, dodgy events, dodgy pricing, the ace trainers,
the changes to world qualification.
DQing victims
Yeah.
when they try and make their voice heard.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, that's fair.
like shitty. Do you remember all those events where the chairs were breaking, sending people to hospital with broken spines?
And we're not
shit?
just talking about when Papa C was sitting on them. We're talking about like regular
Normal people.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Urshifu.
Jesus Christ.
Designing Urshifu is another crime that
Yeah.
they've never really paid the price for.
I mean, designing Urshifu is not within the last year,
that
but
is
the
true.
world's
Not nerfing it.
updates and people falling on chairs at Pokemon events and stuff. That's within
don't
last year.
forget the worlds where people were sitting in the floor of the pop-up merchant Pokemon Center.
Yes, Pokemon Center.
They ran out of everything in like the first hour. People were reselling in the store without even having paid for them yet.
Yeah.
Sticking worlds in the US 3 years
3 years in a row.
That'll probably be fucking 4.
Outrageous.
Not giving us any information about Z to A in like a year, literally.
Crazy.
Still not giving us anything about the new mainline game.
Can I just say though, later in this episode, leaks for ZA just dropped.
Yes, they did.
Ooh.
I think we should talk
Did
about it
they?
because I'm moist.
I haven't heard anything.
We'll do a spoiler so people can fast forward.
We can.
27 new megas.
You just
Really?
spoiled something.
Okay, so updated list. Neil Patel, Max Waterman, Ian Robb, Connor Wilson, Joseph Pikowski, Mark and Ethan, Brett Tonninson, the Pokemon Company.
Are we just getting lumped in together? Is that how this is
Yeah,
going?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a package deal.
Can you like
Okay,
we
send
are.
this in our group chat and then we'll DM you
Love you,
our
babe.
numbers so it's anonymous?
Oh, I like
Ooh.
that.
Okay.
Okay. Do we need the little like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music? I love that music.
Okay, incoming. The fuck is going on with my thing? Is that working?
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? There we go.
Can you once again repeat the nominees?
They're in the group
Oh, they're in
chat.
the group chat.
Yeah, so Neil Patel, Max Waterman, Ian Robb, Connor Wilson, Joseph Pikowski, Mark and Ethan, Brett Tonninson, and the Pokemon Company.
So we put 3 votes. Number 3 is the person/people we think the most.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Joel, I've DM'd you.
Okay.
Do you want an accompanying nude as well?
Yes, please.
All right. Another olive branch. I just want you both to know that I did not give you any votes in my 3-2-1 voting.
Thank you,
because you
Chris.
weren't in the top percentile of Mouthbreathers.
I
You were
also,
still in the upper echelon, just not the top.
I also didn't vote for the person I nominated.
Okay. The votes are in,
Oh, shit.
but not tallied.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So, Neil Patel received 1 vote.
Ooh.
Plus 2 votes.
Ooh.
Plus 2 votes.
Okay.
Plus 2 votes.
Wait, did I get it
7.
wrong? I did
7.
it by ranking. So my number 1 gets 3 points. My number 2 gets
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I said 3 is the one you think the most.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
What?
No,
3
he
votes.
said 1 gets 3.
He did it like preferential voting in Australia.
Oh,
Fuck.
Flip it.
edit. Beep, 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 beep.
No, we will
That
live without
makes
shame.
0 fucking
Morse
sense.
code.
What do you mean it makes 0 fucking sense?
Have you never watched Eurovision?
It's points, my dude.
It's points based.
You said preferential voting, Mr. Labourman.
No, I
I
was...
asked, are we doing preferential voting? And he said no.
Okay, is yours
You're fucking
points?
telling us.
Okay, perfect.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, 3 votes, Animal Justice Party.
That is the total number of votes they received in this election.
We put protect
Legalized
kitties on
Cannabis Party.
Yeah, man.
Hunting, shooting,
Okay.
gathering, fishing, whatever they were, people.
Okay, so Ethan, your 1 is 3 points.
Yes.
Excellent.
I don't see what's not clear about that.
Can I go back and vote for Ethan on my list?
He is an
I don't
official.
care if it means voting for myself as well. He's a nominee.
Wait,
The votes are in.
the votes are in.
Okay.
Votes are
wow.
in.
First time we're hearing this.
Yeah.
Okay, Ian Robb,
Ooh.
Jorket My Peanuts,
Yeah.
in the stripped club, has received 0 votes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
just a shit policy platform, to be
And
honest.
rightfully
I think
so.
we were all just like, yeah, but it's a bit funny though.
I think that's good because he could say on his accomplishments like Mouthbreather, O2 Drop, Mouthbreather the nominee, but it doesn't deserve to be the winner.
That'll pop
Yeah.
up on his regionals highlights.
Yeah.
If he ever makes it to a top 8 again. Yeah.
Okay. Brett Tonninson has received 0 votes.
Yeah, I didn't fit him in. He'd be my fourth choice.
There's worse on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still think he's a piece of shit though.
Mark and Ethan have received votes from one person
Oh, I wonder who that one person could have been.
for a total of 3.
Oh, 3 points.
So either Chris was lying or Dan, you lying proper.
Dan would do it for the bit.
Can I change my vote? No. Because we can sack this.
Joseph Pekalski has received votes from one person for a total of 3 votes.
I forgot what he did.
He was the one with the freemons.com.
Freemons.com.
Wow, who has such a strong stand against that?
I just think, in my mind, I don't think we're arguing worst person of the year. I think if it was most reprehensible, then he wouldn't be anywhere near the top of my list. But I just think he's the biggest fucking idiot out of everyone on this list, and that's why I voted for him.
Nah,
That's
Papa
fair.
C is a bigger
He
idiot.
breathes the most through his mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Papa C looks like he does for medical reasons.
Max Waterman, Woofy Drama, has received votes from 2 people
Okay.
for a total of 5.
Okay.
Okay, respectable.
The Pokemon Company has received votes from 2 people for a total of 5.
Okay.
I should have put them on my list, to be honest.
Which leaves us with Neil Patel and Connor Wilson.
Ooh.
Where's our mastermind music?
Neil Patel received votes from 4 of us.
Okay.
But however, Connor Wilson received votes from all 5 of us.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
Right.
The votes for Neil Patel were 2, 2, 1, and 1.
6.
Total of 6.
Quick math.
Quick math. Connor Wilson received votes of 1, 1, 1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
Okay.
So that's a pretty substantial lead.
Making Mouthbreather of the Year, Connor Wilson.
Connor Wilson, come to Perth. You get your prize.
Which
Your
will
prize
be-
is getting jumped in a number down.
So, Mouthbreather of the Year for the O2 drop for our first year of being content creators and for some reason relevant in the Pokemon community is Connor Wilson, aka MAGA Guy, Make America Jolly Again.
Congratulations, Connor.
As a prize that says mouth breather of the year with our logo on the back.
Make
That's
Connor Wilson
really
eat
funny.
vegetables again.
You know what? We will make a hat for Connor Wilson, and I will contact him on Twitter and see if I can get his address.
To mail him a hat. This is
Mail
mouth
him a
breather
hat.
of the
This
year.
is Mouthbreather of the Year.
That's fucking funny. Give it to Pokey Doors, get him to hand deliver it or something.
Congratulations, you are the 1 millionth listener to the OT Talk.
Congratulations, Connor Wilson, for your terrible performance this year.
So what was the top 3 in the end?
Top 3 was Connor Wilson, followed by Neil Patel, and then tied in 3rd, Max Waterman and the Pokemon Company.
That seems fair to me.
It does.
Pokemon Company got 3 votes from me. I think they've just been a shit show for as long as I can remember.
So we did
That
recently.
time someone holds them accountable.
Yeah.
We unfortunately had a GC this last weekend.
We certainly did.
We sure did.
4 of us took part, and 1 of us did not. And
What if I had a correct decision?
yeah, so
That's right.
To win the veto this time, instead of going for the highest score, because fuck, we decided to play bingo. So we got our subscribers to give us a bunch of situations that may occur. Of course, the only person who really responded was Chris. So Mark had a fun time deciphering those.
Deciphering. I came up with witty names.
We didn't
Chris, in
names.
fairness, did label them.
Yeah.
I used the labels. But
Yeah, very good. And Ethan, of course, sat out. So if nobody got bingo, Ethan
I had
would
a
win the
great weekend. I was moisturized and in my lane. I had the energy to go to an actual Pokemon tournament on the Sunday in which I came second.
Congratulations.
Well
Thank
done.
Nice, well done. Just
Scoring
thinking about
yourself $74 store credit. I think.
Stonks.
Yes.
Stonks.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Kieran, right? For winning the
Kieran
cup.
Singh,
Yep.
yeah.
Friend of the show.
Melbourne Regional Champion.
I've never heard that before.
Have you not?
When did you do that?
Well, the
Yesterday.
most recent Melbourne Regional Champion.
Yeah.
He at the most recent Melbourne Regional Championship.
Did he
Kieran
win it?
won, yeah,
2024.
he did.
Becoming the Melbourne Regional Champion.
Yeah,
in
Matt-
Yeah, if you
Right.
can believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'd like to be from now on introduced as the next Melbourne Regional Champion, please.
Sure.
Well, that remains
We
to be
will
seen.
come back and edit it in if you win.
I will pull all of our episodes down and edit it in if it
Thank you.
becomes.
Thank
We will
you.
make a very public apology.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
So I played 12 games. I finished 6-6 at 14.98. So
Oh, buddy.
yeah,
That's upsetting.
yeah. And on my bingo square of 5x5, I hit 7 squares.
Oh, God.
They were not in a row, so I did not get bingo, but I did hit the double protect, the invisible sash, have a terrible time. Somebody
That was the free space.
that was the free space. Somebody uses priority on existing psychic terrain. Usually
Was that
useless. No, my opponent did. I versed someone who was 13.98 as my second match
Oh,
and lost. Because their team was filled with moves that ignore minimize.
That's really funny.
Hence the usually useless move. I think it was like flying body press or some shit. Like they had
Halucha flying
Halucha,
press.
yeah.
Oh my God.
3-turn sleep,
God.
which I got in my first game, so I was super hyped. And then filthy psych up strat. That's what I used.
Yeah, I got that too.
Sounds to me like you got what you deserved.
Yeah, I mean, I did run Smuckle,
Yeah.
Boo.
Smegmuck.
Smegmuck.
Mark will leave.
Yeah.
Crystallized. I did run a shiny muck because I was like, shiny muck surely will get it done.
It's Shiny Muck is such a great choice. It's a great shiny.
Yeah, it is. So
Agreed.
that was my GC. I did not win, which I think also means that I won.
Well done.
I
guys.
think I won by
Ethan
not
won
playing.
Not playing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I played 12 games. How many games did you play, Dan?
45.
You poor man.
How many games are you allowed to play in a GC?
45. I filled 6 squares.
Oh my
Jeez.
You had a
But
relatively
that could
normal
actually
time.
mean that you had a better time than us because like the bingo squares are all like country shenanigans.
Yeah. I was like
Suffering.
gonna argue if flame body / heatwave burn count for sacred fire if it was 3 times in a row, but I was nowhere near to like winning anyways. It didn't matter. And some cunt like did what fake out and then grassy glide while my Serena was like looking at it. So that was pretty funny.
That was,
Also, a Sacred Fire burn 3 times in a row is still more likely than a Heatwave burn on a single target.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 12.5% because it's 50% to power 3.
he's done the maths.
Nerd.
Nerd.
What was your win-loss?
I'm sorry, how many games of the GC did you play down?
Nerd.
That's fair.
No, but actually, what was your win-loss?
I ended up 1608.
That's huge.
That's pretty good.
I lost my last game, which is a winning in for 50 CP, which I was not happy with.
So that's
but
rough.
That's why I kept playing.
Plus 6 games. Is that right?
let me check. Friend of the show, Matt Slocum, I used his tracker chart despite the typos and the hideous colors because he's colorblind. It worked out well. It's fucking awful. Look at this shit.
Is he actually colorblind?
Yes, he is.
Oh my god.
Fluoro yellow.
God.
So like a cyan, magenta, yellow.
Exactly.
It's good for printing.
Fuck the colorblind.
Consensually.
Let me hold on. The
Do you want to
win loss was
Do you want to put
Yeah,
Matt
that
Slocum
really
as
makes
a
me see
nomination
red.
for
As
a
Mouthbreather of the Year?
nomination just for this. I was plus
No one was
9.
listening. It was a good joke.
So it was
9.
27 wins, 18 losses. But I found a new way to have fun, and it's take recordings of all the dumb, funny moments.
Dude,
I made a compilation.
The little compilation you put up was so good. Your start of it absolutely sent me.
I'm a sucker for a SpongeBob reference.
Oh,
so.
it was so good.
Oh yeah, so the squares I got, double protect, 2-turn game, perish song, invisible sash, miserable time, and opponent has no restricted. The no
Nice.
restricted dude had like a Vigoroth. There was a sick team and a Rabska.
That's cool.
That was
Still
my
waiting
time.
for Wolfie to do a zero restricted team. I think he could pull it off.
He pretty much did with the
He-
Terrapagos.
he ran mono normal, which was super cool.
I know, me sweating my dick off to get a good thing, and he's like mono normal 1700s.
Yeah, cool.
It makes you sick.
It does.
Dude is different. Built different.
How'd you go,
Christopher?
Look, I think I did about 21 battles.
21.
I was drinking for most of it. I got drunk on Friday night and played, and I sent some videos in the group chat. I don't know if any of you watched them.
Yeah, they were great.
But
fucking cunt.
I was getting very fired up.
Fuck runs Terra Normal?
Bye, Mewtwo, you fucking cunt. Yeah, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 bingo squares. If I'd got some of the squares that you guys had, I would have got like the full grid, I reckon, because I had a lot of things like random shit come up.
Yeah.
But I didn't win bingo. I don't know. I think I was close to you, Joel. Like I was like edging between like the 14 like 80s and 90s and like the low 1500s back and forth, like win loss the entire time.
I was very happy that I finished 6-6 in this GC because my last GC I famously went 2-8.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
If you listened to this podcast before, you'll know that I have a team called Gay Shield. It's Zamazenta, Regidrago, Scarf and Didi with After You, which is very GC coded. But I did a little tweak this time. I did Terra Ghost, Terra Blast, Regidrago instead of like the usual Terra Steel with Earth Power or something. Because I thought I could like surprise some Kali Shadow Riders. And instead they surprised me. I had some good games. I got to play Mewtwo. I got to play against Lugia. I got to play against Weezing, Regigigas. And I was having a good time. And then it was always the Japanese players. And
I did not verse a single player that had an evidently English name.
Yeah, a lot of the players I was up against seemed to have Japanese names. Even though there were ones written in like Latin
But they're
wording.
big.
But the
weird
font
letters,
suggested,
yeah.
that it was like
A Japanese.
Yeah, an English keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there were times where I did my surprise bullshit, like the After You Dragon Energy or like the Terra Ghost Dragon Terra Blast on Regidrago, whatever. Did surprise shit, took out their restricted, or like both their mons, was like 2 mons up, like fuck yeah, I got this. And then they just still managed to play out of their minds and win. And it's like, wow, like even... Because, I think it's a skill issue, and I'm not. It's definitely my skill issue.
Yeah, as someone who did not play, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah. No, look,
All right, the mighty bosses.
people. I would get like make good plays, get surprise KOs, and be in front, and then just get outplayed. And I don't like the GCs. I don't practice for them really, and I think I used to be obviously back in the day we used to play closed team sheets, and but with Terra and now like getting used to open team sheets, I'm just not good at like factoring in all the things they could do. I got bodied. Someone had like Terrapagos, female and DD with psychic terrain lead against me, and then they did
The fake out strat?
The Stellar Terra with like fake out and DD fucked me.
Yes!
And I was like, fuck, you can do that? And then like the last game, the straw that broke the camel's back, that ruined it for me, and I ended up, switching my DOS off in outrage and, quitting for the night, was when they had Calyrex Shadow Rider and Iron Hands as their lead. So Iron Hands, and I can beat this. But then the Calyrex Shadow Rider was like sash bulky, and it went trick room, and then the Iron Hands did belly drum. So I then had to deal with and the Iron Hands had like citrus berry as well.
How slow is a slow Calyrex Shadow Rider?
It doesn't matter. They were using that like just like
Got
to
a belly
die.
drum Iron Hands, doesn't matter.
Yeah. You don't need your Calyrex Shadow to be moving in trigger with a belly drum iron.
Completely fucked. And I was like, you know what? I should not deal with this shit. So I turned it off. And that was my GC experience. I did not win bingo either.
Absolutely no bingo.
And so, Mark,
Yes.
our bingo winner, as I am led to believe,
I certainly was, yes.
given that no one else did.
I got bingo in 15 games.
Nice.
My win-loss was 14 and 8. So could have done
That's
better.
good. So that's 1580?
Thereabouts,
Yeah,
yeah.
nice. CP, baby.
Is it?
It should be. The average is about 1550.
Cool. I'll take that. It should have been 14 and 5, but I queued up late on Saturday evening and went on a 3-loss streak and just went to bed miserable.
Nice.
So I ticked off the free space if you have a miserable time. I did pick up a bingo, yes. The panels I got was someone clicks priority on pre-existing psychic terrain.
Yourself.
That was me. I did
To secure- Did you do that
for the
I did
square?
that to secure the bingo. Clicked encore on the psychic terrain that I set up myself. Still won the game as well.
Nice.
I got Hurricane Confused.
Wow.
Free Space. Invisible Sash, when a Pokemon lives on what appears to be 1 HP without using a Focus Sash.
Yeah.
And then Flame Body or Heat Wave Burn, which was a Chi-Yu Heat Wave burned my Okie Dokie. I was playing the game with I had some people around and we were taking turns playing the GC on the TV and they were all just like, oh, that's so rough. I was like, what do you mean? I'm taking off bingo squares. The other squares I ticked off were 3 turns sleep. Again, that was my Okie Dokie. It did not have a good time with status, the GC. Opponent has no restricted. That was a pretty easy dub. Imprison causes problems. I ticked that off. I was the one using Imprison. I don't know if that counts.
No.
Didn't end up mattering. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it off. You get encored. That happened. And opponent DCs.
Wow. I didn't have anyone DC against me. And I was
Genuinely
running
surprising
Smuck.
me because you're running Smuckle, yeah. So yes, I got bingo, which gives me a veto, and I will use it to absolutely eviscerate slacking.
That's a gentleman's agreement that we have.
That's a gentleman's agreement. Congratulations, Mark, on winning your veto.
I'm Bundles Dead the next one I win.
Of course, we actually have to get through to round 3 for Mark to eviscerate
Since it's
slacking.
already in round 3, I can wait
We've
a year.
forgotten all about it.
Collect them. What's one more year?
I'll start again.
Start a whole new podcast and do the same competition with different people.
We'll just have to we have to try and get it done before ZA comes out.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
We're getting through it at an expeditious rate currently, so
We have 2 GCs left as well, don't we?
yeah, we've got
Fuck, we've got 2 more of those.
we have a grand and a global.
I look
I'm
forward
looking
to
for the
that.
grand
I am
challenge.
so looking forward to the grand. Oh my fucking god.
What's different about it?
So global
No
includes the
Japanese.
Japanese and Southeast Asian players.
Who play on a closed team sheet.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the fucking bulky Miraidon, man. I couldn't deal with it.
Bro, you see the instant liver fucking origin pulse?
Yeah.
What was that?
Avianson is crazy.
It goes off.
Can we talk about people who actually did well in the GC?
No.
Was there anybody?
The guy who won
Joji.
has won 3.
Yeah, Joji.
Joji won his
Joji
third
won
GC.
again,
Yes, his 3rd GC.
Jesus
my
Christ.
There must be some sort of secret hack.
You guys need to interview
Big
him.
go to the game, I think.
No, he probably just hacks
I
into
think
it and
so.
programs himself as the top player. Puts his enter a ranking that he wants.
It's like the old school battle factories in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald where the RNG was just cranked all the way up.
And not only Joji, but bloody Wolfie with his Eviolite Fletchling.
Yeah.
Yes, I said Fletchling because it's
What
normal
can-
type.
And it can live. It was with the Eviolite, he could calc it to live Surging Strikes in Rain.
It's insane. I didn't.
Fletchling could
My
live.
I don't know what his
Surging
final
in
ranking
Rain.
was. When I saw him on Twitter, he was number 3 at 1676, and the team was Fletchling, Smeagol, Ditto, Terrapagos, Indeedee, Ursaluna. And I think the Eviolite Fletchling was Tailwind, Taunt, Air Slash with a flinch
And
chance.
Protect.
Was it Protect?
I think
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Because he I don't think he Terra Ghosted it.
It was, I don't know. I mean, it's just as a world champ diff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that bullshit team.
He was like, what funny can I do in this GC? Run Fletchling.
Yeah, because he's still
Yeah.
aura farming and he's
Yeah.
got about 13 world invites.
He does, yeah. That many
Really?
times over. It's crazy. It's bonkers.
I think Joji has more CP than all of WA combined.
Holy shit.
Would not be surprised.
Good God.
Where's the nerd?
No. Make sure you guys corner Joji in Brisbane with,
beat him up?
with
Yeah.
with Alistair and see if you can find out how he's so good. and, just let all of us know.
And then can we beat him up?
Joji, we have to say you've won 3 GCs in a row, and our audience really wants to know, when are you planning on having sex?
He's like, with your mother tonight.
Fuck, man, he's won 3 GCs. I have to let him,
No, it'll be really good with Alistair there because, you'll ask that question, Alistair will translate, and then Joji will be like, Nani? And then Alice, what? What? Nani?
Before we talk about, I'm assuming we're going to talk about Stockholm.
We don't have to.
Oh, well, can we just mention who won?
Michael Kelsch won with Hard Trick Room. Next.
There you go.
Can I say, though, Mikhail Kelsch is one of my most favorite guys.
Weaponized autism.
Yes,
Yes.
because after his top 8 match, he goes into the interview and the interviewer was like, how are you feeling? And he's like, honestly exhausted. I don't know if I can do my top 4
He doesn't
match.
sleep. He watches PokerTube videos, YouTube videos for those playing at home, and he's like, oh yeah, I've just been up like 26 hours and now I'm going to do like stream like my tournament run or whatever. I'm like, are you fucking serious, man? Go to bed.
Yeah.
You know what he reminds me of? You know those like technical Minecraft servers where they make computers out of redstone and shit?
Yes.
They're always stacked to the fucking rafters with sexless German dudes.
And he's one of them.
Yeah.
How much sex are you having? 9.
You could be having 10.
It wasn't
Bro, if I can get to a point in my life where I've had 10 sex.
10 sex.
We're all ready for you, bud.
I'm still
God,
on the
is-
sex
is-
too. The sequel.
Is that sex 10 in 1 year or like...
I don't fucking know, man.
Are you gonna put the sex on a dial like Ben 10 and like...
If you can't get sex, Mark, that's a skill issue.
Just be gay.
No, just be a man.
For anyone wondering...
He's brewing. He's going to destroy you.
For anyone wondering, yes, Chris is gay, but he absolutely is not an ally. Not being a man.
Yeah. What does that even mean?
I meant from like a hormones horniness perspective, not from like a,
Is that all it takes?
Is this a take on asexual people that they're not real men?
Answer carefully, Chris.
But like, how are you sad about not having sex and asexual? That makes no
You just
sense.
ruined his joke by overanalyzing it.
True. Anyway, Michael Kelsch ran.
You did to my joke what I did to sex, ruined it by overanalyzing.
I went back.
Just go and put your Finding Nemo on, okay? You'll be fine.
Was it Eric Rios that showed crack?
No, it was his opponent, I believe.
Yeah, it was his
Oh yeah,
opponent.
there was pornography on
Was it
stream.
Boyd or was it Mateo?
It wasn't Boyd. It
It
was
was
the other
not
one.
white, yeah.
Was it top 4 match?
I recognised Boyd's butt anywhere, and that was not it.
That was not a butt of an Englishman.
V85. Oh, fuck.
V5 bum.
Well, that was a funny one.
I'm glad that Smeagol's a regional champion again. I like
God damn it.
Also, how Michael Kelsch's team had Raging Bolt in it, which is not a hard trick room coded choice.
It had goggles.
But it is slow.
It's
base 75 speed.
Used
It is
in
slow.
some trickery. Did he run Kelly Ice Smeagol?
Yeah.
Yes.
If I come up against that in
Tall
Brisbane,
court.
I'm going to fucking kill
You
myself.
are going to come up against it because that's
No.
always happened.
I'm going to hunt Mikhail Kelsch down and kill him.
It's a super basic... I love the fact that he's using Technician for like the huge fake outs with
Stonks.
with Smeagol's like 40 base attack. Or
Probably
whatever the
just
fuck
doesn't
it is.
want...
Did he have pop bomb on that
Moody.
shit?
No, he didn't.
Oh, shame.
He could have own tempo,
Fair.
but
And then, yeah, would not get confused.
Yeah, maybe he got confused.
maybe.
Maybe
But
he
it's
just...
super standard Smeagol, really, in terms of what Smeagol could be: spore, fake out, decorate, follow me.
No, it was weird. It had like
There's
no
no white guard on
HP. Yeah.
Tell me more. Sing, you canary.
It was Terrifier Callie with close combat.
I don't think I OHKO that with an electro web pad with a Terra Ghost.
What?
The
Astro
fuck?
Barrage.
I just saw
Well, you better
that.
get the damage calculator out, Mark. Start prepping. You got 1 week.
Yeah.
I can't think of any reason you would be happy that Smeagol ran one of regionals.
He's just a funny little guy.
It's a painting beagle.
Does it remind you of your 20s, Chris?
Well, no one
I
liking
didn't go.
him.
I did go through
That
a
was
phase.
the last time Smeagol won a regional.
I did go through a phase
Oh,
of
in the
trying to.
1940s.
Wow. I did try to go through a phase of wearing a beret.
Oh, really?
I think
But
it
I was
was
never
a
artsy.
Yeah.
I think I remember that actually.
I wore it to the regionals.
Yeah.
An apple beret, but I wore a few. The purple beret one time as
You,
well.
you didn't do very
Wore
well.
a flag.
Whatever. I had fun.
The kind that you find in many secondhand stores.
Yes.
They get donated. All right, so a dreadful fucking team won Stockholm. More bad
Lunala
things to
came
come.
second.
Oh god damn it!
Yeah.
Another thing you're gonna lose.
Terrapagos came
Yeah.
third.
Oh, it is this weekend, isn't it?
We got 5 days.
At the time this episode drops, I would likely be on a plane
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Brisbane.
Are you going doing morning flight, are you?
Midday flight. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
We're taking the same flight. It's
Yeah.
going to be cute.
we're sitting next to each other. I've got the window seat because I booked them.
super cute.
You prick.
If you win, I'll let you have the window on the way back.
It's all right. We'll get the fucking random and I'll take the aisle seat and we can just bully them.
You guys can spend the whole 3-hour flight talking about fucking my boss Stiff and Arvin and how great the storyline was.
Yep, we will.
You can reenact.
Fucking enjoy it.
You can reenact
And
it.
we will laugh at you.
Okay, that's
Look,
fine.
Tell us on Twitter. Tell us in the Discord. What did you guys think of the Mabostov storyline?
It was fucking shit.
Or don't.
It was great.
Amy, have you played it? Do you know the storyline?
I hate it so much. It was so stupid.
Why? I don't know if you can hear Amy, but she said she fucking hated it and it was stupid.
It's a shame that she doesn't have a mic.
Because the best storyline was about the kids who got bullied continuing the circle by becoming
Building
bullies.
a violent gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the story of just high school in Australia.
The Team Star story was worse because they gave us a look at how cool Revavroom could have been in game, and then we never got the chance to customize our own Revavrooms like
That
Team
is
Star
fair.
did.
But in Champions, we could put it in a clown costume.
Just shut the fuck up about
It's
the
not a
clown
real
costume.
thing.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, I want to drive a clown car.
But it
I've seen what you drive. You're already doing that.
Ooh.
And it's got nothing to do with the type of car.
You know,
He was on your side from a Boston. His friend
We're going to spend 3 hours on a plane together.
You think it's 3 hours? I'm so sorry, friend.
congratulations,
Like
Michael,
5.5,
for winning
my bad.
Vancouver.
really?
Anyway.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
See, he'll be
terrible
happy
for
with
you. You
it.
have the window seat.
Vancouver.
Sorry, Stockholm. And she'll be happy.
Stonk cones.
A friend of the show, Diego Ferreira, shout out to you. I know you listen. I'm sure he'll be very happy that High Trick Room won. 'Cause I feel like it's one of those archetypes. It's always playable, but never wins the big one.
We know Diego listens to the show, I will say, because he sent you a message to call
does.
you out on referring to Brazilian Spanish
Yeah, it's
on the show.
Portuguese. But they do have Brazilian Portuguese. They have their own dialect that's like not the same as like
And what we were referring to on the show was LATAM Spanish, which is
Latin
a
Spanish.
Dan,
specific
I
kind
need you to
of,
get
like,
a name
dialect.
of a particular person from Stockholm. Something very exciting at Stockholm happened.
Someone O2 dropped?
At least somebody.
Really?
Somebody.
Oh.
And that person had the worst finishing one-off Pokemon. No, they had the second worst finishing one-off Pokemon. Who wants to hazard a guess at the
Oricorio.
Suicune.
Was it
No.
Piplup?
Zamazenta.
No.
Reggie Steele. Reggie Steele.
So, technically, the worst finishing one-off went 0-4, and it was Reshiram.
Wow.
Yeah.
Respect though for
We
bringing
have a
out.
restaurant
yeah.
O2 dropper.
No.
04 drop.
The O2 dropper, the worst finishing Pokemon because it went O2. And worst finishing one-off, Torterra.
Really?
I came up against one of those in the GC and they almost swept me.
Really?
Yeah.
Shell
I-
Smash?
Shell
It was
Smash?
Shell Smash Earthquake, yeah. Because Torterra is so shit, I ignored it, took out all its friends, and then it was in a position to sweep me.
Oh my god.
Because I got a second Shell Smash off, so it was outspeeding some of my mons under Trick Room.
Nice.
But then Calyrex came in and one-tapped it.
Do you know whom?
Yeah, I feel like you made me look it up to like butcher the pronunciation of this
No,
person's name.
because I'm
Have your
looking.
best shot.
I'm on Lab Mouse looking at the Mons.
Their name is Robin Van Den something.
So a Dutch person.
Van Damme.
Van Den Eijden.
Nice.
German?
EIJNDE.
Asian. I think
Another autistic German
Iron.
player?
No,
that's
the
very Dutch coded.
Dutch coded.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, speaking of Diego Ferreira, in relation to the hard trick room win by Mikhail Kelsch, there was a little bit of a Twitter thing. I don't know if anybody has it to hand. But I think it was Ben Grisma.
Yeah, chef.
Yeah.
Chef.
My name is Chef.
had a take, an opinion, some discourse to share. And
I have it.
yeah, I don't, so I'm...
Thank you, Diego, for calling out my language ignorance of Latin America. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Best finishing one off tied Azumarill and Tealpon.
Tealpon.
All right, hit us, Mark.
Tealpon was the best finishing one.
No, worst. Along with the Zoom.
Tied best one off with Azumarill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting.
Just thought I'd give you guys that.
So Chef said, Trick Room players everywhere just fell to their knees in twisted dimensions as they watch a top player pick up hard Trick Room for one tournament and do better than they ever have. I'm not a Trick Room player, by the way. I'm a Shedinja player who fell on hard times in Gen 9.
Wow, he really thought he cooked.
Yeah, and then Diego... Yeah, because he's a chef.
Yeah.
And then Diego said, do you realize some people will read this and feel bad about themselves? I'm not sure what your point was, but there's much better ways to point out that Mikhail is an outlier without being toxic towards a group from your own community.
It's fair.
And then I think Chef replied to that, but I don't have a copy of the reply, so...
Well, I mean, Diego got fifth at Worlds with hard trick room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, it's like Michael's.
Took out Wolfie along the way.
Yeah, like Michael's not like the best person to ever pilot hard trick room either, which is also a misleading statement.
No, I think winning Stockholm is not as impressive as coming fifth at the World Championships.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the World Championships, you've got a condensed, like, high caliber of player.
And there's more rounds as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a Perthian, seeing Torkoal get a win is kind of hype as well.
I guess.
Because we kind of love we love Torkoal
Fucking
Torkoal.
guess.
as an average, but there was only 12 Torkoals and it did get the bickies. So
There was a lot of
pretty good.
people running that team. It seemed like a European tech.
Yeah.
If you
So
watch,
Europeans can't build teams. Wah. Jamie Boyd got like fourth, didn't he? Speaking of,
that was a cook. That was a cook. Fucking
What did he
hell.
run?
What did Jamie Boyd run this time?
Brr, bonnet.
What was the rest of it? Something?
motherfucking brute.
It was Coridon. There was a
Suntan.
walking wake.
Hell yeah, this is heat.
It was Fluttermane.
Was it
Are you
Flutterfish?
prepared for
Straight
that
up?
team, Mark?
Was it Coridon and like 5 Protomons? That would be fucking dope.
You want to do a quick rundown top 8?
Hit us.
All right.
Go. I was going to say, you'll never guess the number one composition at Stockholm.
Number 1, Arabega.
Yeah, Arabaga. slash
Right
Lucas
behind
X.
that, I saw that was the fucking Terrapagos team.
The Terrapagos, Heatmore. No.
Yeah. We need to come up with a snappy name for that so I can swear at it.
And then after that, it's like
Terrapatrans.
the Roaring Moons.
Trans Turtle.
The Roaring Moon Kyogre was the number 3
Ugh.
All of this
composition.
team. Okay.
That is
Tango.
popular in EU.
Yeah.
All right. Number 8 was Lewis Markle with a Cali Shadow Mienshao Clefairy team. Feta Campo, number 7, Arabega. Woo! Maddie Morgan had a Cali Shadow Among Us Torn Insin Rapid Strike Chiempow. Woo!
Ugh.
Adrian Isidoro was running the Carmine Kyogre with Roaring Moon.
Ugh.
Jamie Boyd, the chef of the top 8.
Yes.
Coridon, Fluttermane, Chiyu, Walking Wake, Brew Bonnet, and Heatran.
Heatran.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Fuck yeah. That's 2.5 fire
Chiyu
types on
and
a single
Heatran.
team.
It was Zoom Lens as well, so it
Yes.
could hit Magma Storm.
Yeah, Magma Storm, Terra Blast, Substitute, and Protect,
yeah.
Terra Fairy.
I know I'm supposed to be prepping for Brisbane, but I want to run home and start like
Testing that.
trying this team. That sounds so
Yeah,
fun.
it's Life Orb Close Combat as well on Coridon.
I was thinking,
All
yeah.
things, yeah.
What item was he running on Brew Bonnet?
Covert.
COVID, yeah.
So if you go, like if Heatran, because Heatran's slow, right? Like base 75 speed or whatever it is.
Yeah.
If it goes second, the zoom lens means 20% boost in accuracy.
Yeah.
So Magma Storm is
Then becomes a 50% chance to
85%.
hit.
85% times 1.2.
Sorry, yeah.
So like 10% is 8.5. So it's 100%
Yeah, sitting
accurate.
over 100%, yeah.
100% accurate, yeah.
Yeah.
Cooking.
Yeah, the Walking Wake's cool. You don't. Terra Water with specs. So, a rain team or Hydra's team gets boosted.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mateo, also known as Butt Crack Man, Was the Terrapagos Heatran team.
Yeah, that's a butt crack team.
We're just called the Butt Crack team. That works.
You know what? Yeah.
Stinky Turtle.
Just for some
turtle.
Butt crack turtle. Here we go.
I really
Just
don't.
for some added context for our listeners, these are two Calyrex Ice Rider players who have a very hard time into that team.
Yes.
And they're very bitter about it.
I'm sorry, I can't imagine Sierra Dawn getting like the winner's interview. Like, oh, so how'd you feel about bringing butt crack turtle to the regionals?
I can see it.
You can see it. Okay.
Oh, also, quick shout out to Sierra Dawn, friend of the show, for calling out Moxie Boosted, friend
Yes.
of the show, on his video calling Slitherwing the worst Paradox Pokemon. And
She was literally a guest in that video, which you would know if you watched it.
no, of course I haven't.
She co-hosted, yeah, because she is a massive Slitherwing fan. And it's a very cool mon.
It's so cool. I love it.
Where are we up to? Top 4?
Top 2.
Oh,
The final, Eric Rios with Lunala. It was Leftovers. Screamtail,
It's like a Carmine run, right?
Kogapon, yep.
Yeah.
Insin, Torn, and Rilla. And Mikhail Kelsch, ghoster of Chris in our DMs.
I
Come
do
on the
love
show,
the
idiot.
ability shield on Torn
Yes.
from Eric Rios. Obviously, he was expecting
interesting.
some more wheezing.
Yeah.
yeah, she does ghost me. He's left me on red like
I know.
4 times.
So I'm calling him out.
Yeah, fuck you, Michael Kelsch.
Yeah, we're not even going to say your name right, apparently.
It's like he doesn't even want to get laid.
You saying being on this podcast gets people laid?
Yes.
Alistair, let us know.
Thank you, Andy.
Look, all I'm saying is multiple of us have had partners tell us that this podcast is an ick for them. So
Yeah.
Andrew's
that-
cool.
I don't know if
Andrew's
that's
fine
true.
with it.
That's
I
why
haven't
we've-
heard
that's why
that
we've,
yet.
we've only been to Dan's once. That was completely enough for his wife.
Yeah, so
I didn't even get to go.
I know you missed out on the cats.
And the pepperoni.
I could
Oh
just
yeah,
come
man.
up
I should have brought my meat tonight.
hearing
Yeah.
about
And the winner, Mikhail Kells with his hard trick room, safety goggles, bolt, Smeagol, Torkoal, single strike Urshifu, Indeedee female, and Calyrex Ice Rider.
Only lost to one player, almost ironically. Not really. He lost to Eric Rios in round 10.
you guys reading this out just really reminds me that I fucking hate Reg G.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
Every team you read out, I was just like, ugh.
What are we expecting for May? Are we going to get GS?
It's gonna be.
I think it's
No.
going to be GS. I think it's going to be double restrictors. There's a lot of people who think it's not going to be, but it seems like that format's going to be carrying over to Worlds, and I'm almost certain they'll give us GS for Worlds.
Do
I
you
see
reason-
them extending it for the next year Worlds though as well.
Maybe. I mean, they gave
That's
us,
a pretty shitty thing to do.
we went
Yeah.
back to Reg G,
Yeah.
which I know wasn't for 2 Worlds in a row.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
can see them giving us GS
But
Cup for
that's
2 Worlds
because
in a
of
row.
how quickly they pushed through Series 1 and Series 2, aka Reg A and Reg B.
I mean, I don't know. Do we think we're going to regress for Worlds? Because I don't see that happening.
The only reason I see it not being GS Cup is just because Game Freak is a fucking wild card and they could do anything.
Yeah.
Well-
there is definitely an element of Scarlet and Violet is most likely going to be the 2026 game, unless by some miracle Champions is available in September,
which it won't be.
which it won't be. So
They would have given us a release date if we were going to have that.
So
So.
old and tired. It's looking up at me like, please let me die.
Like
Yeah.
Boston.
Talking about my,
My Switch
yeah, my Switch as well.
Yeah.
and the game, to be honest.
I would love to see it be GS Cup, but the same part of me is like, I can't see us getting GS Cup 2 Worlds in a row.
Yeah, that's why I think it
I
might be
also-
bands or something.
I also can't see it being Mythicals.
But they surely won't regress just before Worlds. They won't go from a restricted format to like whatever series it was on Sword and Shield where the top 10 usage mons were banned and we had like Reggae -1, right?
Yeah.
Like
a
surely they
fun
wouldn't do
and-
that for Worlds.
What a fun and novel idea that's going to end up being.
It'll
yeah.
be GS
Triple
Cup.
restricted.
The question is, the question is what was going to be next year. That's the actual question. There's no
Oops,
way it's
all
not GS
restricted.
Cup.
Yeah.
6 restricted.
That would be fun to cook with, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Because then the
Smoke
thing
on
is,
Ubers.
do we just get a year of the same format again?
No,
out
there'll
of
be-
Scavvy?
I mean, they're holding it in the same fucking place. They may as well do the same format, right? If they're
Yeah.
running it back anyway.
yeah, run it back, everyone back to California.
We don't know what we don't know what somehow there could be some compatibility with Legends Z to A. We don't know. We don't know when we're getting there. We need to
Yeah.
talk about that though.
We can if you want.
Yeah. So Dan's already mentioned we got 27 confirmed new megas.
Oh, hang on. Trigger warning.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
for-
Spoilers. Oh, okay. So
27 new megas!
Where have these leaks come from? Are these from your uncle in
Internet.
Nintendo?
Centro Leaks. The,
Well, he got it-
the really reliable source. No.
So the only one that we know so far that they've revealed is Mega Excadrill.
Is Riddler Coup around?
Yes. And he's posted a new riddle and I've got it in my hand right now.
Okay.
So yeah, Mega Excadrill is confirmed. However,
It's mega sad.
there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There
4 times speed.
No, it just goes up a priority bracket.
Fuck, we get Keemstar as a Pokemon. Hell yeah.
+1 high horsepower.
So the Mark.
Oh my god.
There's 12 riddles. 12 pictures on the coup riddle.
Okay.
And I'm fucking excited because one of them is a Hydra.
I mean, one of them was also the chick from Dan to Dan.
And one of them's also a cat with plants growing over it. So fucking
One
Meowscarada
of them's
incoming.
an 8-legged horse.
One of them is a plague doctor. Is a Matisse finally not going to be a little cunt?
Why is there
That's
a cat?
4 for
There's
this
a cat in
episode, Holly.
Shibari.
Is Rumty's just going to turn
Did you
into
say
like...
there's someone tied up in Shibari?
A cat in Shibari.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
What?
There's also, and Dan, this is very unique.
That could mean anything.
Are they going to do to Meowscarada what they did to Lopunny and make the mega form more fuckable?
You leave her fishnet stockings alone.
Finally, they're listening to the fans.
Give us what we want.
Mega Vaporeon. It's pre-white.
That's 2 reruns.
Dan,
Yes.
you'll be fucking excited by this.
Ooh.
There is some sort of mega fidget spinner Pokemon.
Fuck yes.
Probopass, surely.
Hell
Reckon
yeah.
Yes.
It'll be Probopass because Probopass has 3 bits around
does
its
the
main body.
spinning, yeah.
So there's not the only Pokemon with 3 bits.
3 bits around a central body is Probopass.
Okay, look, you know what? Fine. All right,
Okay.
it's Probopass.
One of the pictures is Sonic and Shadow on the moon looking at Earth.
What the fuck? Oh, Cresselia and
Darkrai.
Darkrai.
Mega Darkrai would be sick.
Mega Darkrai that we're not allowed to use in the game.
One of them is
A frog.
it looks like something from Studio Ghibli. It's like a white horse with a pink mane that's got 8 legs.
No,
Fluttermane.
that's from one of those isekai animes.
When I heard of a horse with 8 legs, I assumed they were just giving us like Mega Palkia Origin.
I've been through
Maybe it's
a horse.
Macargo from the Horse Council.
Been through the desert on a horse.
There's
with
the
8 legs.
Avengers. A photo of the Avengers. That could be fucking
Yeah.
anything. There's
Yeah, good question.
is that what are those two?
Surely the
Monster
Hydra
Rock?
is Hydreigon or
has to be
Hydrapple.
You would think so.
Hydreigon or Hydrapple.
Hydrapple.
Oh, those motherfuckers. They've better not have said a gun.
What should be
Polytoad.
superior?
One of them is definitely
Yeah, superior.
one of them is definitely
Yeah.
Polytoad. It's a fucking green
yeah,
frog
it's-
with a star on its belly.
Feels like Polytoad.
Mega Polytoad.
But who
Wait,
is
not Mega Belly Bolt?
who
It
is
could be a belly bowl.
who is the obvious waifu with a cowboy hat going to be?
Can I see that?
Yeah, just. Who wears a cowboy hat?
And is a chick. Or a female coded Pokemon.
Beyonce.
Who was
get
the
Vaporeon
person
with
with
a
the
cowboy hat.
Mudsdale in Gen 6? Did she wear a cowboy hat?
I don't know. Not off the top of my head.
We can get Mega Mudsdale
Doesn't
maybe.
know about that.
And I have no idea what the main female protagonist from Dan to Dan is doing there.
The Dunsparce.
Oh, yeah.
No,
the
Mega
called?
de Dunsparce. It just has one extra segment.
Hang on. Sparse.
What is the guy with like the magic
good.
carpet? What's that?
Aladdin.
What's obviously not
we have
Aladdin.
a
I haven't
Carpet
seen that
Pokemon?
image.
Anime dude with a magic carpet.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Not some weeb.
Anyway, I'm excited.
But like
Mega Tornadus
surely
instead of being on a
Meowscarada,
cloud,
right?
it's on a carpet.
The cat
Oh,
covered
God.
in like
No, that's Delcatty.
Delcatty.
Mega. It might be Mega. The horse might be Mega. Galarian Rapidash.
That makes sense, actually.
It's not in the game, right? So it's probably
Yeah.
due for
Why is it
some
a
love.
centipede now, though?
Would they give a Mega to original form?
Well, it's in
They could.
I guess.
There's
Viking.
no rules.
Yeah, in Viking mythology, Odin rode a horse with 8 legs, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, so we're looking
Ooh.
at the Dunsparce.
Mega Thunderous.
Yeah.
If they do Mega Genies, I'm actually going to throw something.
no, watch them get. Watch
I
them
don't know
get the
what
Garchomp
this is, though.
treatment.
It looks like
yeah, they'll get shit.
It
yeah.
looks like a
lose
scene from
Prankster.
like Power Rangers, It's just got like
Two blob monster
two
things.
blob monster things in front of a back.
Muck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just thinking it was Mega Muck and Mega Alolan Muck.
Okay, so
Ooh.
Dan to Dan, Mega to Dunsparce. We got Sonic and Shadow, so surely Cresselia and Darkrai.
That makes sense.
I'd be
With the moon.
surprised if they give us Mega. I mean,
Or
Espeon Umbreon.
Lunatone and Solrock would be sick.
Ooh, Mega Solrock.
It's probably
Oh, I would
Clefable.
cream.
might be Clefable and Gengar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Since
Clefable and
Gengar's
Gengar.
already got one, yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone
the-
write these down. We're going to know if we're right.
We have a recording.
We can get. Yeah, is anyone getting this?
thanks for letting us know, James Rally.
I'm here to help.
The horse, yeah, a Rapidash variant. The frog is definitely Politoed.
Do we think it's Politoed? It could be Bellybolt.
It could be Bellybolt, but I mean, you've seen the green frog.
Oh, you know what the horse could be? Mega Calyrex Shadow Rider.
Yeah, let's go. As two.
That's two.
a new fusion,
That's three abilities.
a new fusion of Glastria and Spectria, where they just like all the stats are in the middle.
No, they just get the best of both worlds. So it's Spectria's speed and offense with Glastria's bulk.
Just the first Pokemon with 800 BST.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
I'd kill myself.
I've got no ideas for anime waifu in a cowboy hat. Mudsdale makes sense.
Maybe. The Avengers one's the next one. I think because Hawkeye is front and center and very prominent in the front of the photo.
Decidueye?
Decidueye.
No, I reckon it's Hawlucha.
Can I be a super nerd and give you a different take?
Yep.
Yes.
That they're looking at Loki, Mega Lokix.
Oh, okay.
Dark Bug. Yeah, okay. That's pretty cool.
Mega Lokix would be cool.
It would be
That
heat.
would be cool.
It's already got a good ability though, which means either they give it a shitter ability or it just maintains its current one. And
Give it
both
better
of those-
stats.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
So that the cat is not actually in Shibari, but it's in Vines. So that makes sense
Okay.
for Meowscarada for me.
Yeah, but if Mousecurata gets it, surely Skeledirge and Quackle will get it too.
Sorry, Meowscarada doesn't make sense because
Skeledirge on two legs.
Because a starter would,
Crocodile. We already have crocodile. We need another one.
Because what, Joel?
because it's not one of the announced starters.
No, but we got starters for we got megas for the Gen 1 starters in Gen
True,
6.
we got 6 and 1
Then
in the
we
same
got-
gen, didn't we? And then it was Gen 3.
Gen 3
What if it's like something
megas.
sick like Mega Delcatty?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mega Delcat.
That would be fucking
Nah,
sick.
give me Mega
Maybe that-
Meowscarada.
Or Mega Per Ugly.
Mega Perugly.
Or
It's already
Now,
pretty
what's
fast.
Perugly get Dexed again?
Lightheart.
Yeah, any of those. I'd be
Ooh,
happy
We don't
Yes.
want Mega
Any of
fucking
those I'd be
Liepard.
happy with.
Surely the
Aromatase.
Plague Doctor is Aromatase. The big blobs out
two
of
Muck
Power
variants.
Rangers.
I mean, if they give one to
Two Muck
Aromatase, they
variant
go on to
would be
Slurp
cool.
off, won't they?
What was the trainer in Gen 9 with the pink hair?
In Gen 9,
Iono.
the electric
No,
generator.
the other one. Who was like the granddaughter of the cowboy dude. Or some shit.
From the DLC.
yeah.
I forgot what her name was. She was Lacey.
What was her ace?
I think it was extra
Fairy
control,
type, wasn't
actually.
it? Oh, it might have been, yeah.
Yeah, it was the Terra Fairy
Oh,
extra
look
control.
at that.
There you go. Confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
surely Muck and Alolan Muck. Anime dude with a
It
carpet.
could also be like Clodsire and Quagsire
It could be, yeah.
because they're muck looking things.
I have nothing for anime dude with a
I
carpet.
don't know what anime that is.
I don't either.
Is it a genie reference? Is that what we're worried about?
That's what I thought, but
I mean, carpets. I mean,
Maybe
maybe Go-Goat because of the grass pelt thing.
Maybe.
Or maybe I could see something like a Mega Swalot because Swalot kind of looks like a genie.
what are you on about?
No, I see it.
Swalot.
What kind of fucked up genies are you looking
It's
at?
got like a moustache.
This is like,
Whiskash is a genie.
Don't even joke about Mega Whiscash. You know how
Oh,
that triggers
give me
me, Mark.
Mega Whiskash.
It's Mega
yeah,
It's got to be in
Magikarp.
Z to A, surely. It's in every
actually
game.
use Dragon
True.
Dance. That would be good. That would be good, actually.
yeah.
Yeah, then we got Mega
Fidget spinner.
Probopass,
Surely
and
it's
then Mega
Probopass.
Hydreigon.
Hydreigon or Hydrapple or the hilarious answer Superior.
I bet you
Superior with 3 heads would be pretty sick. I'd be
Yeah,
kind of
I'd be
okay
okay
with that,
with
honestly.
that. Yeah.
Also, if we get Mega Superior, then surely we get Megas for the other two.
Tepig's the starter, right?
Yeah, Tepig is the starters, yeah.
Anyway, we'll find out. Hopefully there'll be an announcement soon or more leaks, one of the two. Exciting.
Do we have any like photos of Mega Excadrill?
No, but I'll keep you posted.
Nice.
I'm so keen.
Rise of the Underminer.
Before I forget to ask, last best because
I'm
I
always
got
beneath
triggered by
you.
Whiskash. Last time we talked about our most hated Pokemon, and we all talked about ours. What's your most hated Pokemon and why?
I actually have a picture of this on my laptop at work because before I did my top 10, I was like doing my bottom 10 on one of those Pokemon selectors. And I cannot remember, but I think it's my most hated Pokemon is probably like Gulpin or Swalot.
I'd also like to amend mine.
Joel, you don't like Swallow? How can you hate genies?
Wow.
Son,
It
we need to
looks
chat
like a
about the
genie.
That is
Pokemon you
the
keep.
stupidest thing I have heard ever said on this podcast. And we have done 52 weeks of fucking nonsense. Swallow looks like
A Dejin? A Jin? Whatever they're called? It just looks like something like from Arabia, okay? I'm racially profiling Swalot.
Okay.
Oh, this
but
I see.
Armarouge is based on a Jin. That's
What?
what a Jin looks like.
Armorish.
with fucking arm cannons.
Yeah.
Arm
What the
foreskins.
fuck kind of weird ass animes are you watching where the genies have like
Some Mega Man crossover.
launches?
Armarouge is like a combination of a Jin and like vessels.
A robot.
A Wobot.
I feel like you're talking out of your ass.
I always do.
Impressive.
Well, there we go.
I'm in Melbourne. Can we point out everyone with a mustache? Be like a genie.
I mean, Peter Vowles. Please, let us know.
That's how he is able to come up with all the information. Is he's granting wishes. Peter, I wish for some information on Stockholm.
I did not
That's normal.
shout this person out last week. We talked about Vancouver, and I feel very bad because it deserves a shout out.
Thank you very much for listening to me.
Not Nick Khan. I would like to shout out.
Oh, we didn't shout out Nick Khan for going to Stockholm.
I'm going to butcher his
Congratulations
name.
on your finish at Stockholm, Nick Khan.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
Top
Well done,
32
Nick
was
Khan.
very impressive.
Very impressive.
Wait, did he actually?
Very impressive. No.
I would like to shout out Donghun Yoom. He was the guy
Where's
on
your laugh,
stream at Vancouver wearing the chef hat.
Oh,
on stream. And then he like took the chef hat off on stream and revealed he had a Meryl plushie on his head. Under the chef hat. He actually got 41st. He went 7-3.
That's
So,
respectable. That's very respectable.
Don't-
He gave us that
Yoon.
great reaction image going.
Yeah, with the hoodie on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
he was
so good.
I wanted more fashion moments on stream, and he delivered at Vancouver, and I didn't acknowledge it, and I feel bad. So I'm
Honorable
acknowledging
mention.
it now. Yeah.
Good work, Dong Hong.
Yes.
I was going to make a joke about like he was wearing a chef hat. I was like, oh, did the judges check for cheating by like lifting it up to see if there was something? But then he actually made that joke. I love it so much.
It's so good.
Maratui.
I haven't even touched a damage calculator.
I was going to say, this is the second week in a row we've referenced that movie.
It's going to become our thing now. But no, thank you, as always, to our listeners for listening to the O2 Drop. We appreciate you being here, supporting us.
Subscribe.
And for some reason, listening to us for a full year. That's crazy to us.
What does that do to a person, do you think? 1 year of this.
What's it done to
Find
us?
out in the bottom card where we interview someone.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
For only $3 a month.
If you subscribe, you also get to join in and debate really important topics like the best Tim Tams flavor and best Arnott Shapes flavor, which has been a very hotly contested
has.
issue.
Yeah.
And I will be expressing my opinions.
Most people are wrong.
I'm glad, though, that you two both agree that chewy caramel is vastly superior to the plain Tim Tams.
yeah, they,
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel
totally.
like I get weird looks whenever I say that.
Basic Tim Tams are basic bitch flavor. Like,
Yeah, they're like
basic.
fine at best.
whenever people bring Tim Tams to work for like a morning tea, I'm like, why did you buy original Tim Tams? Like, you had all these other options and you just
For
went
the
with
same price.
Fucking
Yeah, they're all the same price.
Dumbass
And you only
flavor.
ever buy them when they've got the big yellow sticker on that's like for half price or 40% off, right?
Also,
Like-
fuck you, Matt Slocum. Your list of shapes flavors. Yeah, like bloody
Nacho cheese number one.
like cheesy bacon and like.
Cheese and bacon's
also,
pretty good.
Melbourne Matt, who's trying to advocate for savoury shapes as the best flavour. Fuck you too, mate. honestly,
Matt's just sitting there on his own waving a flag like, they're pretty cool.
we should be
I
able
just
to
think they're
like,
neat.
Thank you for being subscribers of the show.
To those of you who are
for now until
subscribed,
I find out a way to unsubscribe you for your bullshit opinions.
Okay, so Chris is losing admin permissions.
I don't know how to use them
Chris
anyway.
is going to lose us income purely because he wants to fight people over shake flavors.
Yeah.
Because they're wrong.
Thanks to Joel for all the editing he's going to have to do.
Yeah.
Again.
Thank you, Joel, for all the editing you've done over the past 12 months.
Yes.
You have done an absolutely stellar job. A lot of people don't realize it when they listen to the episode because it just kind of sounds like us talking for an hour and a half.
I know. I
the
think I'm
amount
pretty
of
good at
things
it.
you have to cut out and make it sound like you haven't cut out a chunk of us just like saying slurs or like doxing each other's home addresses.
Yeah, like once.
Also, wait, what did you just? Can we do the big beat?
no, we're leaving that in. It's an anniversary treat for our listeners.
Whatever. If you're hot, come knocking. If you're Diego, if you missed that address, please DM me. I'll give it to you.
Send your fan mail to Chris's
Say,
address.
Keys in the underneath the front plot.
Also, Michael Kelch just left me on red again today.
Stop
Tonight,
messaging
as
him.
we recorded.
You're going to get banned by another Worlds player.
Stop harassing Pokemon players.
No.
Are you telling him to shave as well?
Look.
Thank you again to all of our listeners. We appreciate you, and we
He doesn't
hope
even have a
you will
mustache.
join us for our second year doing this for some reason. And join us in the bottom cut where we find out why people subscribe to us.
Also, if you see us at Melbourne or Brisbane in our O2 Drop shirts,
Come say hi. Come for an interview.
Come get an interview.
Help
Yeah.
us with content.
We have portable microphones and recording shit now. We can
Portable microphone, singular, but yeah, we're doing stuff.
We have it.
we have stuff
Yeah.
and things.
It works.
I will
really well.
hopefully not forget to pack it for Brisbane.
Fuck me. Until next time, friends.